Perhaps Torquay a little fortunate then that Ian Clark couldn't get any real power behind that one. Got in ahead of the defender, little flick with the outside of the boot. And Van Heusden doing just enough to turn it round the post. And Darlington with a chance to break through. Clark Kelty. Wide for either one of the Clarks really. It's Matt who picks it up. He's got Ian running inside him. Oh, Woods for once slicing it. Ian Clark is in there. Just missing the target. That would have been an unfortunate way to concede a goal. Steve Woods, who's had such a fine game in the centre of defence, just stretching for that one. It came off the outside of the boot, dropped into the path of Ian Clark. He had to take it first time. He just snatched at the shot a little. Pushing up over the top. Benefield. Inside for Russell. Q4 looking for some space. He's found Hockley. Hill coming up outside him. 3-4 Torquay players in the middle now. Hill with a cross in, and it was Hockley who got in the header. It's not something you see too often from Matt Hockley. He's come up with 1 or 2 goals, but not noted for his heading ability. Did well then, though. Graham with space to turn. You can't afford to give him a yard. He's found Q4, who ran well off the ball. Q4 trying to wriggle into a shooting position. He's found one, has he? And he had to just check back, and then he did get the shot away. It was blocked by Ryan Valentine. Not sure whether Andy Collett had that one covered. Q4 is so quick. He just turned one way, then the other. Thought for a minute the shooting opportunity had gone. Got it on target. This is Nichols. Conlon making a little run up ahead of him. Nichols being forced wide. Hughes. Can you get the cross in early? Too high for Conlon. Now Ian Clark. He's turned away from Benefield. Woods getting it half away. Still the danger not completely clear. This is Conlon. Oh, Van Heusden having to make a very good save again. Torquay just not getting the ball away cleanly. Dropped back in. Oh, rather nicely for Barry Conlon. Able to swivel and shoot. It was a good save from Van Heusden. Little in towards Matt Clark. Woods got up above him. Now Hughes for Nichols. Can you get the cross in early? Oh, and a good header from Ian Clark on the far post. And that is 2-2. Well, they've been threatening. Well, now that threat has been realised. There's the 2 substitutes combining. Chris Hughes getting away down that far touchline. Good cross in towards the far post. And Ian Clark stealing in to plant it into the corner. Challenge from behind from Mellenby. He's going to get himself booked, I think. And it's a straight red card for Mellenby. Well, Nick Fletcher having no nonsense at all. Came in from behind. Not another cynical challenge. Mellenby, the substitute, is straight off. Torquay to get it forward from that position. It'll work out for them. This is David Graham. Through a big gap in the middle. Jimmy Benefield has come in unseen by Ian Clark, who recovered just in time. Otherwise, he could have been very, very red-faced then. Benefield just nicking it away from him. Clark was dreaming, I think. Only just in time. Will this be the final chance, I wonder? Alex Russell poised over the free kick, curled towards the far post. Oh, it was Conlon back there, still the ball not cleared. David Graham looking to get it back in the box towards Kevin Hill. Now, was that handball? Well, the crowd behind the goal are appealing, the Torquay players are appealing. But Nick Fletcher is not going to give the penalty. Well, Kevin Hill's shot striking Joey Hutchinson. That will be a controversial moment. Did it strike him on the chest? Was it the arm? Well, it doesn't matter now because the final whistle has gone and Torquay have been forced to settle for a point. And really, they'll be feeling that they should have had all three.
Created lots of chances, in control of the game, and let 2 points slip away. But in saying that, you know, we lost a lot of experience at times during the game. You know, Wrighting going off, Brian McGlinchey before the game, Craig was suspended, Jason went off injured, and maybe that's what caused us to concede those 2 goals. But I can't keep saying they're young kids and they need to learn, because they should have learned a long time already. And it's nothing difficult to get going and put yourself in a position to defend the cross and try and head it away, and that's all it took. And we let ourselves down. But we've taken 8 points out of the last 4 games. Can't be too disappointed. But it's a big game at Yeovil next week, which we're looking forward to.
And that's how the top of the 3rd Division table looks. Yeovil just 1 point behind the leaders Swansea, and Torquay just 4 points off the pace. Exeter City lost their conference game at Gravesend yesterday, 3-2. Well, that's it for now. Plenty of sport coming up throughout the week on West Country Live. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
And good luck to the Grecians. Now, staying with football, Torquay United's manager Leroy Rosenior has welcomed moves by the football authorities to encourage more black managers into the game. He's one of just 4 in the Football League and says care must be taken to make sure the situation gets better, not worse. John Ayres reports.
Only back as far as Brady.
Things have changed greatly since Leroy Rosenior first started playing professional football. Like many black players in the 80s, he suffered racial abuse. These days, things are very different.
Leroy Rosenior!
We played Bristol Rovers on Tuesday, and 10, 15 years ago, they would have been calling me a black this and a black that, and they certainly didn't do that. In fact, they treated me the same as any other manager, and my colour wasn't an issue.
A year ago, Rosenior took charge of Torquay, and they just missed out on the playoffs. He's one of only 4 black managers in the Football League. The Football Association wants more black players taking roles at the top of the game, but Rosenior insists it must be handled carefully, ensuring there's no positive discrimination or new bodies set up which could be divisive.
It's so important that we stay positive and we don't segregate ourselves from the authorities, that we are part of them and we work together with them to move things forward. And that's what worries me about having a Black Managers Association, about having a Black Players Association. We need to do it within the authorities that are there.
Torquay have started the new campaign pretty well and again are expected to challenge for the playoffs. Rosenior's convinced the answer is success. If black managers produce winning teams, more club chairmen are likely to hire them.
It's Rosenior! Go! Leroy got it!
So first to Hewish Park for the West Country derby with plenty at stake. The top 6 clash between Yeovil and Torquay, watched by Martin Dean.
Leroy Johnson getting it forward, but again, slightly casual pass. Here's McGlinchey. Down the line for Graham. Held it up well. Alex Russell, bit of space for him. He's given Graham the return ball. Chance here for David Graham. Should have put it away. Leroy Johnson, who seems to take charge of most of the set pieces for Yeovil. Looking to conjure something else up. In towards Roy O'Brien. A good save from Van Heusden. Well, O'Brien getting forward from the back. He wasn't really picked up properly. Away with a little nod back for Lee Johnson to drive it in towards Lockwood. And now Kufor, he's got away from Crittenden. David Graham making a great run to his left. Kufor's found him well. Now Torquay on the break with David Graham. And he doesn't need a second invitation. Well, Graham's 7th goal of the season. And it came when Torquay were thoroughly under pressure. A quick breakaway. It was Joe Kufor's pace that set it going. Beautifully timed pass for David Graham. And Graham coolly and calmly doing the rest. Lynchy got away from the challenge from Williams. Beat him again then. Now Hill with the cross in towards Kufor. Chip towards Hockley on the far side. He's done well to pull it back in. Oh, the acrobatics almost producing a goal then. Well, that really was a spectacular effort from David Graham then. Well, Gary Johnson celebrates his 48th birthday tomorrow. Celebrated his 47th by going top of the conference. Not sure it's going to be quite such a happy return this time. Graham getting up well for the header. Hockley's going to try the first time effort. Oh, Real had to stretch for it. And the goalkeeper did well in the end. Well, Hockley striking it from only 25 yards, but it was the bounce that caused the problems. Russell looking to hit the early ball towards David Graham. Well, the idea was right. Delivery just a little suspect. A long ball forward for Kevin Gall to chase. He's got Jackson in the middle. Played in towards Kirk Jackson. Oh! Well, that should have been the equaliser. Well, it was beautifully set up for him by Kevin Gall. Got away down that far touchline, used his pace well. Good cross in. And Jackson's shot straight at the goalkeeper, really. You've got to give Van Houston a bit of credit, mind you. David Graham just lost his footing then. Kevin Williams trying to find a way through the middle. Can he get the shot away here? Good save from Van Houston. Kevin Williams seeing a gap opening up and taking the opportunity to get the shot away. Clinch has given the ball away. This is Kirk Jackson. He's got Crittenden in the middle. Jackson going for glory. And again, it's Arjen van Heusden who comes to Torquay's rescue. And the encouraging thing from Yeovil's point of view is they're starting to create one or two gaps. The discouraging thing is that every time they do, Arjen van Heusden produces a save. Darren Way looking to get the cross in. Bobbling around inside that Torquay United box. There was a clash of heads there. Two players have gone down. It's a little nasty. Colin Cluck clearly bleeding from that head wound. This is David Graham. And looking to take on O'Brien. Possibly Way as well. Now Alex Russell. Cannaville. Fowler in support. Now Russell, Torquay happy to play it about, just search for the opening. Cannaville looking to provide that. In towards Kufor, the back heel. Oh, what a lovely touch from Joe Kufor. And the fans behind the Yeovil goal celebrating some style. 1,500 of them have made the journey from Torquay, and they'll be absolutely delighted with that touch from Joe Kufor. Well, there was a good patient build-up. Torquay passing it around. Cannaville eventually making the probing run. Good cross in, and a cocky, casual sort of finish from Joe Kufor. Woods beaten in the air this time by Stansfield. And Gosling. Kevin Gall with a little layback for Darren Way. Managed to find some space to get the shot in. Well, hardly any backlift at all from Darren Way then. Somehow managing to get a decent shot on target. Torquay know they've just got to hang on. Yeovil know they have to get a breakthrough and quickly. Doesn't look like doing it at the moment. This is Kevin Hill. Down the line for Alex Russell. Torquay will be happy just to keep possession if they can. Nice back heel from Russell. Now Hill looking to deliver on the near post. And that really would have finished it. David Graham, who's not noted for his heading ability, going up on the near post. And the flick just going wide of the far post. Good effort from David Graham. This is Crittenden. Can't get past Jason Fowler though. And ends up committing the foul. Torquay just content now to try to slow the contest down whenever they get the opportunity. Williams, little chip over the top towards Kevin Gall. Oh, he's got in this time. Oh, off the underside of the bar. That looked a goal for certain. And it's not going to count. It's not going to count. The flag is up on the far side in any case. Gary, not a great way to sort of celebrate your birthday weekend today, was it really?
No, it wasn't. We was poor today, and sometimes you have to hold your hand up and give credit to the opposition and the opposition manager, and I'm doing that. You know, today they were better than us in most departments, and got their goals, took their goals well at the right time, and we didn't quite have enough mental toughness to get the game back.
Yeah, it was perfect. We knew we were going to be under pressure. When you come to Yeovil, you know you're going to be put under the cosh. And then when we saw ourselves through those times of pressure, we got out and scored goals at good times. But they were good goals, you know. I said to the lads that, you know, when we were going to be under pressure, but we had to get the ball down and pass it at times. And when we did that, you know, we broke out and scored 2 superb goals.
So that result means that Torquay move above Yeovil on goal difference. Both sides back in action this week. Yeovil at home to Boston on Tuesday. Torquay going to Oxford on Wednesday.
Torquay supporters will probably claim they didn't have a chance before this game even kicked off. The goals were trying to prevent Oxford from breaking a 5-year jinx. That's how long it had been since they'd last won a midweek home league game. Oxford supporters, not surprisingly, had become so frustrated by this dire run that they'd asked their club's chairman to switch their home games to a Wednesday rather than the normal Tuesday. And as if by magic, the switch instantly worked wonders. Torquay did enough in this game to earn at least a point, but the home side always seemed to have the edge. The only goal of the game was scored by Julian Alsop in the second half. So Torquay were left to ponder on what might have been if only they'd played this game 24 hours earlier. Jeff Welsh for West Country News. Let's start at Plainmoor, where there's a real sense of optimism these days, and it's not surprising. The Gulls' latest victims, Bury. The commentary comes from Martin Dean.
Now Williamson looking to get it down the line toward David Graham. He's kept on his feet. And the referee, I think, is going to bring play back for the free kick. And Torquay would have preferred to have had the advantage in that sort of situation, I think. Now, can Torquay make something of the free kick? Alex Russell looking to curl it in. Williamson was in there. Was headed over his own net in the end. Russell with the corner towards Steve Woods. Oh, touched over the top by Garner. Well, Woods had got away from his man then on the near post. A decent header in, and Glenn Garner having to get up and just stretch and touch it over the top. This is Q4. Inside for Hockley. Behind Brian McGlinchey. David Graham has pulled away from his man momentarily. And instead to Joe Q4 on the far side, looking to get it in towards David Graham. And the dynamic duo strike again. Well, they're proving to be quite a partnership. Joe Q4 it was who set it all up. Lovely ball in towards the near post. Deftest of flicks from David Graham. And that's his 8th of the season. Graham trying to hold it up. Unsworth at his back. Hockley over the top this time towards Q4. Duxbury trying to stick with him. Q4's turned well. Can he toe poke it past the keeper? Oh, that was so close to number 2. Oh, some lovely silky skills then from Joe Q4. Well, he led Lee Duxbury a merry dance. Just got in ahead of the goalkeeper as he came out, but the Toe poke deflected wide of the target. Fowler bringing it down well. Can't hold possession though. And now a chance for Porter. And Bury back on terms. Well, it was a pretty simple goal in the end. It all stemmed really from that slip from Jason Fowler, who let in O'Neill, the man who'd just come on. He played it into the path of Chris Porter. And Porter making absolutely no mistake from the edge of the area. Van Housden, no chance at all. Russell for Kevin Hill. Looking to set McGlinchey away. Hill was caught late then. Referee waving play on. This is McGlinchey. Graham and Kufor are in the middle. Took a deflection. To the roof of the net. Well, Garner was backpedaling then. I think he was probably always confident it was going to drop over the top. Could have been embarrassed by that one. Alex Russell with the cross in towards Woods, headed off the line by Harpal Singh. And now Kevin Hill. Can he produce a decent cross here? Still the ball's not cleared. Jason Fowler with the shot. And Garner forced to tip over the top. Well, some sustained pressure then from Torquay United. And once again it was Glyn Garner who eventually came to Bury's rescue. Harpal Singh getting in the first clearance off the line. And then Kevin Hill looking to deliver the cross. It came eventually for Jason Fowler on the edge of the area. And his shot tipped over the top by Glyn Garner. Well, this time last season, Bury managed to frustrate Torquay United. They're hanging on with 9 men for a 1-1 draw. There are 11 on the pitch at the moment. And the score is the same. Joe Kufor looking to change all that. Now McGlinchey. He'll settle for a corner. Bright start to the second half then from Torquay. Can they make it count? Alex Russell looking to swing the corner in towards Craig Taylor. Got it well for it. Still the ball's not cleared and it's been turned in by Joe Kufor. What a start to the second half. Well, we've been playing for less than a minute and Torquay's advantage is restored. Well, it was a good corner from Alex Russell. Craig Taylor caused all the problems, jumping for the header, knocked it into the danger area, and as it bobbled around in there, Joe Kufor pounced for his 3rd goal of the season. Vinci with the throw. Graham finding space to turn. Now Kevin Hill in towards Alex Russell. It was just a little too intricate, really. Almost trying to walk the ball through the Bury defence then. They do have a corner, though. Aimed in towards Craig Taylor. His header is cleared off the line, not for the first time this afternoon, by Harpal Singh. Craig Taylor causing a few problems at these set pieces. A lot of power behind that header, but it was on target. Harpal Singh having to scramble it away off the line. Whelan through the middle. Nice little layoff into the path of O'Neill. Now Gareth Seddon trying to find space for himself. He's found space to get the shot in, and that came off the outside of the post. Well, the Torquay defence seemed to open up then. Gareth Seddon just ran at them. Everybody backed off, and Seddon said, "Thank you very much. I think I'll have a shot here." It wasn't too far away, was it? Flick on from Seddon. Now Torquay can get it away through McGlinchey. One for David Graham to chase. He was pulled back. Now, what will the decision be here? Lee Unsworth pulling him back. He was the last defender. And, well, that's the decision from Mark Warren. And a red card off the field. Well, Bury ended their last trip to Paynmore with 9 men. Now they're down to 10. This time, Lee Unsworth pulling David Graham back. He was the last defender. Mr. Warren, no hesitation in producing the red card. Well, he will leave it for Whelan. Well, the young Irishman on loan from Manchester City. Only his second game. He's already proving quite a hit. Q4. Oh, he's turned well, got away from his man. Now Russell is making a run just to his left. Oh, it's come for Alex Russell anyway, and he's turned it in. Well, it looked as if the opportunity might have been lost just for a moment then. Joe Q4 went the wrong way. And the luck of the bounce favouring Torquay United and Alex Russell in particular. He kept his cool, made the best of his fortune. It's his first of the season, and surely now that puts the game beyond Bury's reach. They've been looking for a two-goal cushion all afternoon. Now they've got one. Dropped nicely into the path of Jason Fowler. Q4 and Graham both making runs ahead of him. This is Joe Q4. Saved with the feet by Glyn Garner. Still the danger not cleared. Russell in towards David Graham. And now Bury can get it away. Well, it really should have been goal number 4. Jason Fowler making the break. He picked out Q4 well. And Q4 had a chance to line up the shot, but credit to Glyn Garner, getting his foot in the right place at the right time.
We played very, very well first half hour, and then we shot ourselves in the foot like we usually do. But what I was really pleased about is where we came out second half and did a really good professional job and made sure that we didn't make any mistakes. You know, it was a horrendous mistake for the first goal. When we were cruising, really, you know, they weren't in the game. And what I said to lads is that when we're in that position, we need to do the right things, because it's been too many times that's happened. But you know, I can't fault their effort and application and the way they went out second half and really lifted themselves. You know, we just come out and we dictated the game, played sensibly, and won the games very well.
It's a compliment to Torquay United and Yeovil Town. The goals' success this season, and last when they just missed out on the 3rd Division playoffs, has put head coach Leroy Rosenior in the limelight. The Glovers' immediate impact in the 3rd Division makes manager Gary Johnson another wanted man. United's 3-1 win over Bury at the weekend puts them 5th in the 3rd Division, while the Somerset team are in 6th position. With limited resources and crowds under 3,000, Rosenior has done a remarkable job, but it'll take a very good offer to prize him away from Plainmoor. Torquay haven't yet received an official approach for Rosenior, but if one comes in, it wouldn't be a surprise.
I think things came together. I mean, to be fair to Roy McFarland, he brought a couple of interesting players here. Leroy's added to that and worked with them. Leroy's an excellent coach, and he brings the best out in the players.
5 straight wins now for Huddersfield after former Terriers keeper Kevin Dearden was beaten by a marvellous corner routine that apparently never works in training. Tony Carrs with the stunner from the edge of the box. Torquay boss Leroy Rosenior said he was gutted for his players.
But Torquay lost out on their visit to Peterborough. They went out in extra time 3-2, and Peterborough go through on the silver goal rule.
But first, let's catch up with events at Plainmoor, where Torquay were at home to the 3rd Division leaders, Hull City. What the game lacked in goals, it more than made up for in excitement. The commentator is Martin Dean.
This is Thirlwell. Just touching it out to Price. Now Jason Fowler. Inside for Hockley. Going to get it through the middle towards Q4. Just got in behind the defence. It'll fall for David Graham. Try the shot from there. Oh! What a finish from David Graham! Well, what a start for Torquay United. Well, Peter Taylor said beforehand that David Graham was a man to watch. And you get the feeling that that's what Hull City were doing then. Q4 making the initial break. He didn't get through, but it came for David Graham. And the shot from the edge of the area, giving Paul Musselwhite absolutely no chance. A classic start to what we hope will be a classic match. McGlinchey trying to chip it over Jason Price. This is Ashby. Torquay defending well, getting men back behind the ball all the time. Russell running it off Green. Nice little 1-2 with Fowler. Now the little chip in towards David Graham once more. Took it down well. Oh, good save from Musselwhite. And David Graham absolutely on fire at the moment. Well, he's a threat every time he gets the ball. Took that one down well, created the space for the shot. And full credit to Musselwhite. Came off his line and made a very good save. Solid challenge again from Taylor. And that's Elliott through, and now a chance for Allsop. He's missed it. Well, the first real chance we've seen from Hull City's point of view was set up by Stuart Elliott, the Northern Ireland international, getting the ball into the path of Danny Allsop. Did well to narrow the angle, and Allsop pulling the ball wide of the far post. Caught from Bedo if he needs it. And was caught by Elliott. Hull City fans behind that goal, it's feeling that Graham made a bit of a meal of that. Alex Russell then with the free kick. Well, Price missed the header. It was away by Ashby eventually. Decent shot in then from Tony Bedo. Went through a crowd of players, and Musselwhite having to really stretch for it in the end. Took an awkward bounce. Keeper did well. Williamson again. In towards Joe Kufor. A battle going on between him and Delaney. And it's a corner. And there's no doubt that Hull are finding Joe Kufor and David Graham a couple of real handfuls. Alex Russell with the corner. In towards Kufor. Off the post. Well, you just wondered if that was going to drop in then. Joe Kufor is the smallest man on the pitch. Somehow managing to get up for the header then, and it just seemed to take an age, didn't it? It bounced, it came and it hit the upright. And Hull finally scrambling it away. Aimed towards Kevin Hill, got up well for the header, in towards Kufor. Can he get a shot away here? And he did. The ball was at an awkward angle. And Kufor having to stretch for it. And that's possibly what cost him the chance of actually putting that one in the back of the net. Now McGlinchey inside for Hockley. Played wide for Fowler. Torquay with plenty of men forward here. Fowler. And now the chance for David Graham. Fowler slotting it through. And that was a good opportunity for David Graham then. Probably a little more time than he realised. Uncharacteristically missing the target. Fowler inside for Graham. Now Williamson. Torquay just keeping possession. Nice little nutmeg from Fowler. Finding David Graham. He's got a half a yard, and Musselwhite having to make a very good save. Kevin Hill looking to drive it in once more. Kevin Wills. Well, that was certainly all happening then. Well, David Graham really testing Paul Musselwhite. He just got a half a yard. Good shot. Musselwhite with the initial save, and then Kevin Hill looking to get it in. Eventually it fell for Kevin Wills, and his shot ending up in the crowd. Ashby with a little chip forward towards Burgess. Taylor just stretching the boot though. Finding Alex Russell in a bit of space. Long ball over the top towards David Graham. Now the flag has stayed down. What can David Graham do here? He's got away from the defenders. Well, he looked as if he'd done all the hard work, didn't he? David Graham, hands on hips, just wondering how he failed to make it 2-0 then. It was a lovely ball in the first place from Alex Russell. David Graham onside and then had two defenders to take on. Got round them beautifully. And then, well, Missed the target completely. Ashby finding Dawson. To play it through the middle. Came off Steve Woods. I don't think he knew too much about it. This is Stuart Elliott. Chance for him! And a goal out of the blue from Stuart Elliott. Well, the celebration